I still remember the day I learned that love, loyalty, and truth can all bend under the weight of money. My name is Emily, and at 23, I believed love was pure. I believed that my boyfriend Daniel, a hard-working man from a poor family, truly loved me. I believed that my mother, Claire, a dominant and wealthy businesswoman, wanted what was best for me. And I believed that life, no matter how hard it gets, rewards honesty. I was wrong. It began on a humid summer evening when Daniel held my hands and told me with his soft smile, "One day, I'll give you the world. I may not have the money now, but I have plans. I just need time." I hugged him, believing in his dream. For 2 years, he stood by me when my mother tried to control every part of my life. She disapproved of him not because of who he was, but because of what he didn't have: money, status, a name. My mother, Claire Summers, wasn't just rich, she was powerful. A millionaire business strategist, owner of multiple retail chains, and known for being ruthless in negotiations. She had taken over companies, destroyed competitors, and never blinked during a loss. But the one thing she failed to have under her control was my heart. Daniel and I kept our relationship quiet. If she found out I was seriously involved with a man who didn't even own a house, she would destroy him. And I couldn't let that happen. But secrets don't stay hidden forever. One night during a charity event, I introduced Daniel as a friend. My mother smiled at him, but I saw the judgment in her eyes. She saw his discounted suit, his quiet confidence, his lack of privilege. Later that night, she told me, "He's not your future. He's your distraction." Those words stung. I didn't say anything. That was the first time Daniel saw her true side. Weeks passed, tensions grew, but we stayed together. Daniel encouraged me to pursue my own dreams. When I got accepted for an international business fellowship, he celebrated with me like it was his own victory. My mother, on the other hand, suggested I delay it until a better opportunity shows up. I knew what she meant, "until I find someone worthy of you." 6 months later, Daniel proposed. It wasn't fancy, just a sunset at the lake near his apartment, a small silver ring, his trembling voice saying, "I know I can't give you the life you're used to, but I can promise you love, and I'll fight for your dreams like they're mine." I said yes. I was in tears with joy that night, but the next day, everything shattered. My mother somehow got the news. She called me to her office. Her words were cold. "You will not marry him. He offers nothing. If you do this, don't expect 1 penny of support." I walked out without answering. For the first time, I chose him over her. For the first time, she felt threatened. 2 days later, Daniel stopped returning my calls. Panic grew in my chest. When I finally met him, he wouldn't look at me. Instead, he simply said, "I'm sorry, Emily. We're over." No explanation. No reason. My world broke. I cried for nights, thinking he found someone else. I continued with my fellowship abroad, burying my pain in work. A year passed. I came back stronger emotionally, professionally, but loneliness still lingered. I never hated Daniel. I just questioned how he could walk away so easily. Until the day the truth arrived, with a ring on my mother's finger. I stepped into our mansion after my trip. My mother was waiting in the living room, dressed elegantly, wearing a new wedding ring. She smiled widely and said, "I got married while you were away." I was shocked, but even more stunned when Daniel walked into the room behind her. My breath left me. My heart numbed. Daniel was now her husband. I couldn't move. He didn't speak a word. Mother continued smoothly, as if discussing business. "He understands what it takes to succeed. Unlike before, he now knows how to make the right choices." I felt dizzy. Betrayed wasn't strong enough a word. I locked myself in my room. I didn't cry this time. That night, I decided heartbreak wouldn't break me again. It would make me powerful. Months went by. Mom and Daniel looked like the perfect business couple. They hosted parties, expanded the company, turned public attention their way. But I observed closely. Daniel avoided my eyes. My mother never mentioned my feelings again. But I noticed something. Daniel wasn't happy. He was trapped. Whenever he looked at me, guilt flickered in his eyes. And late at night, I heard them argue behind closed doors. He wanted out. She wouldn't allow it. He had signed a contract burying him in the marriage in exchange for financial backup to build his business. He was locked in like an asset, not a husband. But there was one loophole. he could dissolve the contract if all family equity signatures were mobilized, including mine. They needed my signature, and they believed I would sign for peace. They underestimated me. One evening, they invited me to a private dinner at home. My mother started, "We're expanding into Europe, but legal terms require a full family share sign-off. Since you own 35% of the silent shares, we need your signature." Daniel looked at me, silently pleading. Not with words, with regret. My mother added confidently, "Sign it by tomorrow. It's in our best interest." In our best interest. That was when I smiled. For the first time in months? "Sure," I said, "but under one condition." My mother raised an eyebrow. "You both sign an agreement, divorcing immediately after the project. No financial or property claims from either side." Silence. My mother's jaw clenched. She tried to speak, but I cut her off. "I'm not here to destroy you, Mom. Just remove someone from your life who never belonged there. I won't let you treat love like a business transaction. And Daniel, if he's as ambitious as you believe, he'll learn that success without integrity is failure." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. He looked at me like seeing me for the first time since everything happened. He signed. He signed with trembling hands. My mother, furious, yet needing the expansion, reluctantly signed to. The next morning, I signed the share transfer. The deal went through. Daniel and my mother's marriage contract was dissolved. Later that evening, Daniel came to see me. He broke down. "I didn't leave you because I didn't love you," he said. "Your mother threatened to destroy my business, my father's hospital bills, everything. She offered me support in exchange for marrying her. I thought I could survive without you. I was wrong. Every day felt like betrayal." I listened quietly. Then I said, "Love tested by greed becomes truth. And this truth is we are not meant to be together anymore. You chose this path." He nodded, tears falling. "I lost the love of my life to money," he whispered. "No," I corrected gently. "You lost yourself first." He left, and I closed the door. Over the next months, I took control. My silent shares grew. I became the youngest director in the company's history. My mother retired early for health reasons and moved abroad. She never apologized. She didn't need to. Life already taught her the consequences. Daniel went back to his small business, building it from scratch this time without shortcuts, without selling pieces of his soul. We met once a year later at a business summit. He looked stable, mature, but when he saw me walk across the stage to accept the Entrepreneur of the Year award, he smiled, a bittersweet smile. After the ceremony, he approached and said, "I once believed I'd give you the world, but you built your own, bigger than mine." I replied softly, "That's because I didn't settle for less. Not in business, not in love." He nodded. We didn't hug. We didn't say goodbye. We just walked away. In different directions. Sometimes closure isn't about forgiving or forgetting. It's about accepting that some people break under pressure, while others rise. I didn't get revenge by ruining them. I got it by building myself. Now, when I look in the mirror, I don't see the girl begging to be loved. I see the woman who chose herself, and that is the most powerful ending of all.